done to anybody in my life to deserve this.
So welcome back to the third installment of the subscriber requested videos on your favorite YouTuber in the world that you guys know so much about. Again, we're not here to revel in someone's misery or their misfortune. We're here to do what society is supposed to do. You're supposed to learn from these things so going forward, you don't make the same mistakes. Or you can see that through line, that seam that prevents you and your loved ones, male, female, whatever, from committing the same sort of, quite frankly, atrocities. And that's what we're going to do right here. So let's get into it. Well, before, let's do some housekeeping first. Thank you for YouTube pimping for part of this. This is research. And the other person, you know who you are, you want to remain nameless. Still, I appreciate you. And the briefings, all helpful, all super helpful. Guys, like, comment, subscribe. It really helps the channel. You guys have been absolutely amazing to this channel. In every subscriber matters. Every single one matters to a new YouTube channel. Every single one of them. And you guys came here in droves, and I really appreciate that. If you can continue to do so, you've got 9,000 more friends, I'd appreciate it. But for those that have been here since day one, don't worry. You see the same schedule is still on there. We're still doing 2 a day. This channel is not turning into a live react channel. We're still trying to find the messaging. We're still trying to find and extract the lessons from here. We'll still do the same messaging, the same videos already loaded, ready to go. Don't have to worry. We're still doing everything. If it means a bit more work for me, I'm cool with that. I'm always down to do a little more. Let's get into this.
Strolling down the YouTube streets, hit a right, came across Live's Life GoFundMe account. So let's check it out. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so it's Liv and her kids. So far, she looked like she raised a whopping $420. The goal is $5,000.
So I know it doesn't have to be stated. We all understand what GoFundMe is, right? GoFundMe is used to be that in between, where the government's supposed to come in and assist you and save you and help you out in times of need. But sometimes there's areas where the government says, that's not what we do. Private insurance says we're too expensive for you anyway. And now you can go and plead your case to the people, plead your case to the internet. The internet can come and say, we hear you, we sympathize, we empathize. Here is our money. Now, we have to always keep in mind, I'm always like this. When you're doing a GoFundMe, you're asking people that are probably in a similar scenarios that you are. They're similarly struggling. So it behooves oneself to be as honest as possible, right? It just in that, sense of karmic balance of retribution and fairness, be fair. If you were in need or someone called upon you because they were in need and you gave them, you were, scrimping and scrambling and you gave them your last $10, $75, $100, but it was, they had it, they didn't need it. That hurts. That does damage to the community. Think about it in this sense. If the community has $100 and there's 10 members of the community, each has 10. If I steal $10 from 5 people in the community, I've robbed them. Right? I've robbed them. I now have 60. The community still has 100. Right? The community still is poor. The community still needs help. Let's continue.
Olivia Johnson is organizing this event. She did this about 5 hours ago. Let's read here. Let's see what it says. It says, I'm Olivia Johnson, and my kids were kidnapped by their father on June 14th, 2021. My babies were taken from me during a visit from their father. He has taken them out of state and will not tell me where they are, and he is not allowing me to speak to them. I'm all my kids now since he left us back in July of 2020. He has always been in and out their life since they were born. and now he has taken them just to hurt me. My kids don't deserve this. Please help me get them back safe. Thank you. Wow, she got 16 donors.
So we have the benefit of hindsight. We know what happens eventually, and we know what, again, YouTube Pimpin' 101, beautiful name, by the way, sent over like the court documents and saying, yeah, she eventually loses custody of her children because of various reasons. And again, we're here to learn a lesson because you guys are very well versed on this. And here's the through line. Here's how we relate these things. What she did, she called the police. Right when it was Gerard's turn to have actual custody time with his children, she called the police and said, and claimed was kidnapped. They were found by the police, held at gunpoint. Now we understand being black, right? And let's not mince words and let's be fair. We all have seen the clips of Gerard, and he fits this sort of profile that police often like to use and say, you fit the profile. So they're coming in with a heightened sense of aggression. They're coming in ready to rock and roll and guns on hips, ready to go. This is dangerous. When you know that your children were not kidnapped, when there was nothing wrong, this was simply visitation. And when your emotions are heightened, or you're just depressed because the man you want to be with does not want to be with you. He's left you, he's with someone else. His life is essentially upgraded when he got rid of the dead weight. And we've all been, if we're being realistic, right? Let's be fair. Some of us were dead weight to other people in their lives. We were the albatross around their neck. We were keeping them from floating, from swimming away safely. Hopefully we grew up, we've done better, we've done the work, and we're no longer that sort of anchor keeping people that we once loved down. There is a truth that sometimes when people break up, one person does exceedingly well, and you have to wonder who was holding whom back, right? But you guys are very familiar with this case. We're here to find the through line, find what we can learn. So we're going to link this to another thing that's happened, I think, probably more recently, that we're all more or less familiar with.
A woman who raised over $40,000 on GoFundMe is now being charged with theft by deception.
What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this?
Rhoda Osmond told cops that she was hit in the face with a brick outside a Houston club after she refused to give out her phone number. But footage capturing the incident does not support Rhoda's report, according to charging documents. And cops say a similar GoFundMe was created in 2020 where she claimed to be assaulted with no reports on record. GoFundMe told an NBC affiliate that the fundraiser has been removed from their platform and Rhoda has been banned from creating future fundraisers.
So again, benefit of hindsight, we've lived through this. So we know that Rhoda Osmond, or colloquially termed Brick Lady, was eventually charged, right, and taken to court for this fraud. At the time, let's focus at the time. At the time when she made this claim, we have such a propensity to blame men. Right? Society's, quintessential punching bag. Men are wrong. Men are at fault. It's because a man did that to her. And furthermore, men did not step up to save her, did not step up to intervene. Men now, this is one of the reasons men say, if you're not part of me, you're not part of my tribe, you're not someone I love, someone I birthed, I'm not looking to extend myself to put myself in harm's way to take care of you. Again, police reports are filed. When you do this, knowing it's false, you are putting several Black men that fit whatever description that you say and that the police now believe in real danger. And this is not a dig against policing. This is not a dig. This is not a commentary to say defund police. It's nothing like that. What I'm saying is, when you increase your interaction with law enforcement, you increase your chances of something happening. My mom used to say, when I got my, driver's license, and, you want to drive everywhere. You want to go absolutely everywhere. If you want to go down the block for a carton of milk, you just want to drive. She said, and it just rang true, the less you're on the road, the less chances you have of having an accident. It's one of those things that I didn't realize until my mom said it. And shout out to my mom if she sees this video. But it's real. The less chances you have of interacting with the police, the better off your chances are, being fine, of not being interrogated, of not being brought in, or not being harassed, or whatever. When we have a society that looks at men as less than or second-class citizens, it's very fine with putting them in danger. When we have our own women comfortable with doing this, that says a very chilling thing to us. Again, this is not to take away, it's not to detract from people that have actually needed help from the police, that have been abused, that have been hurt, have been harmed. It's not that. It's when you know full and well that this person did nothing to you, that you simply were upset and you are now trying to run a scam or take advantage of someone and something, that you're willing to go to those lengths. It says more about you, less about society, that we're on the wrong path. That when this happens and then people rise to defend, by defend, I mean support, GoFundMe, right? Continue to support even after evidence comes out that says, yo, this is absolutely false. These people continue to ride for you, continue to support you. It says something that when we're so caught up in our own victim narrative, and that's what I think happens oftentimes. We see someone and we say, if I were in their shoes, I would want the sympathy. That is now that, so I should make myself sympathetic to them. I should be part of the people supporting and donating because it could be me. Rather than testing and saying with your own thought, your own intuition, your own set of reasoning, saying, is this real? I like to go around and do this. When I'm talking to people and when I'm having conversations, I like to leave open the chance that I'm wrong. There's a very real chance that I got it wrong. Even as secured and as smart and intelligent as I believe I am, I can get things wrong. And then I need to serve up an apology. But I never want to get things wrong to the point where it costs someone their life. And I hope you don't either. Let me know what you think.